Hello YouTube. In last video we looked on how to use outlines in CSS3. In this video we'll look on to how to use lists in CSS3. Right guys? We'll erase all this content now. Instead of erasing, we'll keep it like this only. We will define one more div and by using lists we'll define an ordered list and an unordered list. We learned that in the HTML tutorial, right? We'll define it the same way. OL ordered list, LI A LI B LI is listing items, right? We'll copy these LI tags and come down, define an unordered list and we'll paste it here, right guys? And we will give it the class name for this, class A, and for this we will give as class B, right? Now we will define the styles to this order list and unordered list. Before defining, we'll see the output ones, right guys? Yeah, right. By default, for order list the numbering will be done. By default the items will be listed by numbering, and for ordered list, for unordered list, the default numbering will be bullets, right guys? For unordered list, default numbering will be bullets, and for ordered list the default numbering will be from 1 will be numbering. The default numbering will be of numbers, right? Default listing will be of numbers. For example, if we want to change this listing, like listing from numbering to square or circle, means what we need to do, right? Where comes the listing of CSS, listing properties in CSS, right guys? Then how we can use these listing properties in CSS? Let us see, right guys? We're using listing property. If we want to use it for unordered list, then we need to use ul dot class name A. For ul we have given a class name as B, right? Okay. Ul B and list style type. List style type we'll give it as disk and see the output. Nothing happens. Instead of disk we will give it as circle. Yeah, unordered list, circle, right? Earlier what happened to the disk? Disk is the bullet point, default bullet points, right? Disk is the default bullet points, circle, right? We have changed this unordered list listing properties to circle, listing of items to circle. Now we look on to order list. OL dot A list type we will give it a square now. Refresh. Yeah, listing of items is done in squares, right guys? This is how you can use listing types, right? Okay, instead of circle we'll use one more property of like lower alpha. What is lower alpha will do for us, right? What does lower alpha do? Lower alpha does naming of listing of items with the lower letters, right? Lower alpha A dot B dot C, right guys? Lower alpha. Then we will use upper Roman and C, upper Latin, upper Roman we have, upper alpha even we have, right? So you can change it, right guys? This is how to use list style properties in CSS. we learned how to write lists in HTML tutorial. Now we are using list properties in CSS and seeing how to change the list style link numbering, right? To use numbering, to use listing of elements with numbering, or dot, or something upper Roman, or square, or circle, or lower alpha. Right guys, that's it for this video. If the video is informative, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button and like.